Repentant Boko Haram terrorist reveals real reason terrorists are surrounding. It is still not very clear the actual reason why Boko Haram terrorists are leaving the forest and surrounding to the Nigerian army. Why the military itself had in the past hinged the new trend on their recent onslaught on the numerous hideouts of the terrorists. There have been other accounts of the reasons that is different from what the army said. So far, about 80,000 Boko Haram terrorists are said to have surrendered to the military. One of the over 80,000 Boko Haram terrorists who surrendered to the Nigerian army in Borno State revealed reasons he elected to stop fighting and surrendered. The suspect, named Withhead, spoke in Hausa language. He said, "I joined the terrorist group 6 years ago and remained in the bush as a slave because you don't have your freedom. I would have surrendered long time ago. I was afraid that if I come out of the bush, the soldiers would kill. So I had to remain with the terrorists. I realized that I was being misinformed into fighting and taking arms against my own people. I am happy now because I am being treated with dignity. I am appealing to my former colleagues to drop their arms and above embrace peace, and they would not be killed. I have a wife and I came out with her. I came out with my guns, which I surrendered to the soldiers. I suffered in the bush. Our commanders misled us that we are fighting a just cause. We hardly eat good food. When I surrendered, the civilian JTF that I first met did not harm me. Many of my colleagues who are still in the bush are willing to come out." The suspect, who is undergoing profiling at one of the Nigerian army facilities, said they were fooled into joining the terror group in the first place. He said, "The terrorists use religion, intimidation, and threatening to get them recruited into their fold." He assured those doubting their sincerity of true repentance that there was no cause for alarm as they have truly repented. He said God knows their hearts and sees the sincerity that they will never go back to their vomit. He said he was able to overcome fears when he and his family surrendered. He claimed life has been good to him and his family since he took that decision. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Senate has hailed officers and soldiers of the Nigerian army for the successes so far recorded in the fight against terrorism, insurgency, banditry, kidnapping, violent crimes, and other criminal activities in the country. The chairman, the Senate Committee on Army, Mohammed Ali Udome, gave the commendation when he led members of the committee on a visit to the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, at the Army Headquarters, Abuja. He expressed appreciation to the Army for the feats achieved in recent times against the Boko Haram and Islamic State of West African Province, ISWAP, insurgency, banditry, and others. The current leadership has shown commitment and determination to end security challenges in the country. The Army has recorded tremendous successes in all its operations. This has led the total disarray of bandits in northwest and northeast parts. The Nigerian Army should not to rest on its oars until the country is free from the grips of insecurity. He called on Nigerians to give the Nigerian Army the desired support needed by sharing actionable information that would aid operations. The COAS, that is Chief of Army Staff, said their visit will go a long way to encourage officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army. Also, Chief of Army Staff, the Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, has changed officers and soldiers, charge officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army to confront headlong the security challenges bedeviling the country, with the understanding that those causing the problem were within and not foreigners. He gave the charge while addressing officers and soldiers in Lagos. He said, "The enemy we are facing in terms of security challenges, they are within. They interact with people of their community, and that is why we must remain professional in what we do and work in synergy with other services and other agencies. I urge you to continue to be professional soldiers working in harmony with other agencies and relating well with other law-abiding citizens who are doing their jobs well. Organizations, including the military, have their areas of challenges, but the important thing is to identify the challenges and continue to work and improve on them." He promised to look into areas of challenges for the Army, such as improving welfare, revoting and leaving evil things, and talking about their buildings, more accommodations for officers, providing generators and vehicles for logistics. He challenged senior officers to step up their games because they have the responsibility of bringing up junior officers through good example and leadership. He tasked troops on the need to conform to the dictates of democracy and ensure loyalty to government of the day. Yahaya came from Ekiti State, where he had interacted with officers and soldiers under the 2-division Nigerian Army in Ibadan, Oyo State. He also commissioned projects and opened up a new barracks for the force in Ipe. So guys, you've all heard it now. What's your view concerning this repentant Boko Haram? Kindly hit the comment section. Thank you very much for stopping by. I really do appreciate. Bye for now.